8 players all-time to win Rookie of the Year, MVP, Gold Glove, World Series in a career. And the other ones, Johnny Bench, Willie Mays, Thurman Munson, Albert Pujols, Cal Ripken Jr., Pete Rose, Frank Robinson, and Dustin Pedroia, who joins us now. Had you heard that stat before, Dustin?
No, I didn't know that. That's pretty amazing.
Do you follow your stats, one of those guys who can get up each morning and then check and see what you're doing? How often do you check your stats?
Well, I mean, I don't check them every morning. I mean, they let you know on the scoreboard every time you go up there and hit. So, I try not to look at that stuff. It's a long year, and a lot of guys can get wrapped up in stats and things like that. When I'm going good, I'm just worried about having a quality at bat and taking it pitch by pitch and blocking out all the other stuff helps me out.
Like, do you know how many stolen bases you have right now?
Yes, actually I do, because a fan last night in Tampa yelled at me that I'm on his fantasy team and I need to get 20 for him, and I have 17. So he started yelling, "Hey, I need 3 more bases out of you," and I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm trying." Sometimes I got to let David Ortiz hit with that hole or something like that. So, but I started laughing. So they let you know about it.
The difference in batting leadoff or batting second or third, how does that feel in changing? Because you guys are all creatures of habit. So what's it like when you lead off a game?
You know what? It's not. It doesn't change for me. I mean, I let off a lot in my life. I mean, being a smaller guy, I hit leadoff in high school, in college a few years, and you get used to it. And I've been lucky enough since I got to the big leagues that we've had one of the best leadoff hitters in the game for a long time in Jacoby. And it's just unfortunate he got, he's dealing with the foot thing right now. So hopefully we get him back, and this is just a short-term thing, and just try to get on base and start the offense and make sure, we don't want to, I understand John's thinking we didn't want to move a lot of guys around and take them out of their normal spots. So we kept Shane in the 2-hole, moves David up so he gets to hit in the first inning, and Mike Napoli's been swinging the bat unbelievable. So, right now I'm just trying to focus on getting on base for those guys because their swinging the bat's great.
You talked about your size. I saw page 2 of your Wikipedia page is all about the discrepancy in how tall you are. It says 5'7" or 5'8". So give me the official height and weight. Now I'm no, not in the program. I need like the official height and weight of Dustin Pedroia.
All right, I measure in every spring training at 5'8", 165 pounds. So they usually there you go. I know it's fighting weight, isn't it? They usually fib a little bit on the weight. I think in some things it says I'm 180 pounds, but I'm 165. So, but I am 5'8". So,
what is the etiquette in watching a home run if you're truly not sure if it's a home run or you're truly impressed that you just hit a home run?
You know what? I don't hit very far home runs when I do hit them, so I don't really know the feeling of standing there and watching it. So I don't really know. Usually my homers, they're line drives that go out by about 4 or 5 feet. So I'm usually trying to fly around. I think they're a double and they end up going out. So I don't know how to answer that one.
Media coverage this year, I find amazing, Dustin, is you guys are having this great year this year, and the media coverage nationally has been sort of subdued. Last year when you guys were scuffling, everybody wanted to talk about the Red Sox. How do you feel as a Red Sox player of doing something great on the field that nobody's interested in as opposed to what happened last year?
I don't think about it, and I don't think any of the guys think about it. I mean, if you watch our games, I mean, we got a great group of guys. We're fun to watch. We play the game hard. We play the game right. And, I think the guys that were here last year, we'll never forget about what happened last year, and we've learned from it. We understand that it's going to make us better in the long run, and it has. It's made me a better player, made me a better leader, and it's made, John Lester, Jacoby, all the guys who went through the struggles of last year, it's helped us in taking it into this year and learning from it. So I don't think we care about the attention. I mean, all we want to do is play baseball and win ball games and play for each other, and that's all we're focused on.
He's Dustin Pedroia, the Red Sox, joining us. Dan Patrick Show, 5'8", 165, by the way. Do you want the Yankees to make the playoffs?
I don't know. I mean, you know what? I mean, I'm a fan just like everyone else. I mean, I love the second wild card. I love that there's 5 other cities that are involved in trying to win and get into the playoffs. I mean, I think it's awesome. It's crazy how the schedule's lined up. I mean, now we play the Rays right now, and the Yankees are rooting for us, and then we go play the Yankees, and the Rays are going to be. So it's kind of wild. So it doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm a fan just like anybody else. I just want to see good baseball, and I want to see it come down to the end. So I think it's pretty cool.
But if I said you could knock out the Yankees or the Orioles or the Rays in the playoffs?
I mean, to be honest with you, I always pull for our division and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's pretty cool right now what's going on. But I did go through, like I said, we were talking about last year, I did go to Yankee Stadium at the end, and I was a part of them just straight punishing us at the end of the year. They really swung the bats well. They pitched well. So I don't know. I mean,
just say the Yankees, Dustin. Come on, that's what you're.
I respect those guys so much. I mean, just playing against them and the guys that they have, it's really fun playing against them. But obviously, every game I play and every game my team plays in, we're trying to win. It doesn't matter what our record is, what their record is, or anything. We're here to compete and win a ball game.
So you would like to knock out the Yankees there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
We also want to knock out the Rays and the Orioles.
I know. You got to be politically correct. I'm your thought bubble. I'm going to say what you're really thinking.
All right. We want to knock everybody out. How about that one? We want to be the last team to win.
Why haven't you been named captain?
I don't know. I don't really believe in that stuff. I learned so much from Jason Varitek when he was our captain for so long, and he always told me, I mean, you need everybody. You need 25 guys to lead for your team to win, and I learned so much from him and all the other guys when I was a young player that my main focus is we need everybody on board. There's some times where some guys need to tell me things that get me back on track, whether if I'm frustrated with an at bat or something I do defensively or something. Sometimes I need Mike Karp to tell me, hey, you're going to be all right. Let's go. So if everybody's pulling in the same direction, we're going to be fine.
Varitek would show up with a briefcase. Can you tell me what the hell was in that briefcase, Dustin?
A lot of scouting reports. I mean, Tech was, my rookie year, I kind of made fun of him one time, and he's kind of a scary guy, and I'm, the smallest guy on the planet. So he always did scouting reports. They played cards on the plane, and he would sit there and he'd have 4 or 5 binders with him, just going over every single hitter, hot, cold location, everything. And I mouthed out to him like, geez, are you studying for a test? And he looked at me like he was going to kill me. And I'm like, man, that's the last time I ever talked about that briefcase he's carrying around. But I never seen a guy work like that and studying, and he was never underprepared, I'll tell you that.
The first time you go into second base and you meet Jeter, that you're actually in the game and you're at second base, what was the conversation like?
I think I asked him for an autograph or something. No, but
not during the game.
No, really during the game I probably did.
Were you nervous when you were there?
Well, you know what? I think I got on second in Yankee Stadium. We were facing Randy Johnson, and it was in 2006, and I got a start in the game. It was right when I got called up, and I hit a double. And I remember looking at him, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" I think I said, "My name's Dustin. How you doing?" He goes, "Yeah, I know, man. You just hit." But he always had that calm and under control, cool, and he talked to you like you're buddies, and it was the first time I met you. So, he's one of my favorites. I mean, everything that he does is first class and in the right way. And, I've learned a ton just playing against him and watching him.
The nickname Muddy Chicken?
Yeah, how about that?
Okay. I know you can't give a nickname to yourself, but sometimes you get a nickname and you go, I don't know if I like it. When your teammates started calling you Muddy Chicken?
Well, that's the thing. They call me a lot of other things that I don't think everybody knows about.
Like what?
No, it's not for radio.
Oh, okay.
No, we played a wild game in Tampa in 2011. I think it was 16 innings or something, and I don't know. Darnell McDonald always called me Laser Show, and I'm like, man, I don't really like that. Like come up with something else. And Ortiz was laughing, speaking Spanish, and he was eating these chicken things, and it looked like they were smothered in dirt. And Darnell said that, and it was funny, and everyone started laughing and calling me that. So I guess he kind of came up with that.
Muddy chicken.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
Well, it doesn't exactly strike fear into the opposition.
Well, I don't think I do anyway, do I?
Well, now that I know that you're 5'8" and not 5'7", yes, now you look like a badass.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, good to visit with you. Fun interview. And for a change, somebody on who's not selling something. So that's pretty cool. I asked Fritzy, I said, what's Dustin selling? He goes, nothing, not promoting anything. And so great to have you on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, Dustin Pedroia, Red Sox second baseman.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.